99% of options traders lose money and 99% of options trading strategies fail. But in this video, I'm going to show you how you can be part of the top 1% by giving you the 1% strategy, which tends to produce profits over and over again. But maybe you've never heard of what options are. So first and foremost, what are options? Options are commonly used within the traditional financial markets, but have recently started to make a move into crypto, into the altcoin sector. Now, there's very few platforms which allow you the opportunity to practice using options. In this video, I'm going to show you one such platform that allows you to use options, and I'm going to explain very briefly how they work. Options are financial derivatives which give you the option to buy or sell an underlying asset at an agreed upon price and date. Let's have a look at a very easy to understand example, which will make this a lot simpler for you to understand. So if you go through to Coincall Academy over here, they give an example of, let's say you're a fan of the Apple phone company. In 3 months time, the company will launch their latest iPhone, estimated to be priced somewhere around $6,000 on the market. Being a loyal fan, you want to get this phone as quickly as possible and at the best possible price. Now, this is where options comes into play. Currently, you have 2 purchasing strategies that you can execute with. You can choose to purchase the phone at the standard issued price on the official website after it gets publicly released, or you can right now buy a $50 deposit voucher. With the deposit voucher, you can buy the phone at a predetermined price of $5,500 after the release date, right? In 3 months time, if the actual sale price of the phone comes to $6,000, that means you're going to save $500 by spending $50 on the deposit voucher, because they give you the right, if you choose to exercise that right and you want to purchase that phone at $5,500, it's going to be $5,500 plus the $50 that you put down on the table, which means that essentially you're going to bank $450 as immediate profit. And this is really how options works. That's a very simple example for you guys at home to understand. Another way to think of it is, imagine in crypto terms, I told you you could buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently moving up in price, and let's say I told you that for $5,000 right now, you could buy a voucher which would allow you the right to buy 1 full Bitcoin for $50,000 by the end of the year. And come the end of the year, the Bitcoin price is $100,000. Then you spent your $5,000 and you use that voucher. You exercise the right to purchase the Bitcoin at the $50,000 because that was the agreement terms. You pick up your 1 Bitcoin, meaning you've now spent $55,000, and you can immediately liquidate that Bitcoin for a $45,000 profit because the open market is selling it for $100,000. Now, this is how options works. Now, you at home might be wondering, why should you care about this? Why should you even utilize options? Well, I can think of 3 particular reasons why you'd want to use options. Number 1, you're looking to learn as much as you can about different financial instruments and how to make money within the crypto markets. This is just one extra tool in your toolbox which you can use. The second reason that you might want to use options is purely for diversification purposes. You can have your leverage trading portfolio, your futures trading portfolio, your spot trading portfolio, and then your options trading portfolio. It simply helps to diversify you. And the third, and what I would say is the most important reason why you'd ever want to use options, is simply insurance. Another easy way to think of options is as an insurance contract. And the reality is that most of the time when you attempt to buy options, they do expire worthless. Remember, in order for you to succeed in options trading, you not only need to be right on the direction of the price the way you would in futures or spot trading, but you also need to be right on the designated time that you've picked that price of the contract to be, which means that it's an insurance bet. Now, typically institutions or funds would make use of options because they're not in the fortunate position of a retail investor where they can liquidate the entire fund if they think price is going to go down. So if they are net long on all of their positions and they want to take out insurance in case price goes lower, then they might take out options or puts under the assumption that price is going to go much lower. If price does go lower and it hits those designated low price targets that they had, then they can cash out on that option and consequently offset the losses that their long positions might have. So why would you as a retail trader utilize this strategy? Well, the answer would be if you're busy with your tax reporting and part of your tax conduct says that you need to hold your positions for more than 1 year so as not to get so heavily taxed on those positions, then this may be an option for you. Now, some of you may remember we already released the first series of this video. This is part 2. Now, I'm going to make your life very, very simple when it comes to options trading, because most options expire totally worthless, which means it becomes a bit of a gamble. But there is one strategy that you can employ which will give you about an 80% success rate, and it's very easy to understand. Reminder, if you do want to learn more about this and you want to go deeper into the strategies, feel free to look on Coincall's Academy site over here, where you can go into practical strategies or advanced lessons and you can learn all the different strategies. Now, what we're going to look at over here is called a straddle. Now, how exactly does a straddle work? Well, all you need to do is identify the clear range levels of the chart. And remember, when you're taking out the options, you're looking at a future date. The contract will be set on a future date. We're going to take this as far out as we possibly can, because the options will cost a lot less the further away they are from the current price action. We're going to be working towards December, the end of this year. So if we're looking at Bitcoin over here, I'm pretty bullish going into the end of December. So I'm going to identify the clear range levels. I would say that Bitcoin, I'm not going to get too much into the technical analysis over here because I've already done the work, but I would say with pretty high probability, I don't believe come the end of December that Bitcoin will be below $50,000. So I'm going to mark that off as one level of interest. So the yellow box will be the one level of interest. By the end of December of 2024, I believe that Bitcoin will be above $50,000, and I think that Bitcoin will probably be below $150,000. So that's my higher end target. Now, when you're utilizing the straddle strategy, all you need to do is you go through to Coincall, you click on options over here, and in this instance, we're going into Bitcoin options. Now, you don't want to be focused on the buying of calls and puts. This puts you on the lower probability side of winning. If you want to be on the high probability side of winning, you're going to go with selling calls and puts. If you are selling a call, you're betting that price will continue towards the upside, but not above a certain threshold. And if you're selling a put, you're betting that price will go down, but you're also capping the potential downside, which is exactly what we've done within this range. So now you can see what are the contract opportunities over here. So let's go to selling a put, and we've gone to the furthest date opportunity, which is expiring on the 27th of December 2024. And you can see here are a list of different options. So I'm going to click on this one over here. So now I'm going to sell this put option over here, and that will cover the first part of the strategy. So now if you come over here to sell put, and we scroll down to the bottom over here, here are some of the contract opportunities. You can see that price should not go below $39,866, which is what I've said. I said I believe that price will be above $50,000. So this is one contract that I'm actually interested in, and I'm going to be taking out a position on this. All right, there we go. I've submitted my very first order, capping the downside. So as long as Bitcoin doesn't go below $40,000 by the end of December, this contract, I will have the obligation to sell, which means I have to sell it. Somebody will buy that from me, and I will lock in the profits because of that. Now I'm going to go to selling a call option, and same thing, I'm going to leave it for the furthest ended date, which in this one is the 27th of December. And I'm going to scroll down over here. You can see we're getting to some serious numbers. So I'm going to go to this one over here at 140,316. So I think that price will struggle to be above that by the end of December. So I'm interested in taking that position. I'm going to sell this particular call, and I just need to select my parameters over here and how much I want. And that's it. I've established the straddle range. My options are in, they're completely set, and I'm playing on the side with higher probabilities. And that is essentially one strategy of how you can explore the use of different options. Again, a reminder, feel free to go through, have a look at the Coincall Academy if you want to learn more. When you first start off with options, it can be incredibly confusing. So take your time, practice, use the link in the description below, sign up, make a very small deposit, and practice with just $10, $15 here and there. and see if the profits come in. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, smash the like button below, hit the bell notification and subscribe to the channel, and then let me know in the comment section, how long have you been trading options for? And if you haven't, how do you feel about this video? Would you want to learn more about this? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see all of you on the next one. Trade well.